Oh, right. Hello, we haven't done a video in a long time. Let's just try and get this one done. I don't want it to be too long. It's just about ARC, basically. This website can constantly change, so I'd be aware of that. Just wanted to make people aware there's nothing on YouTube about it. People contact you in WhatsApp and they tell you it's a job rating apps. You create an account, log in. So yeah, the website seems to tally with what they're saying. Saying you check in every day and you get this, and you're rating apps. And I won't. You can pause it if you can't keep up, because I'm not going to make it too long, because people don't like long videos. So yeah, you're supposed to get reasonable salary, and they train you, and you assume it's going to be low rates. So we'll take you back. You're supposed to do 40 tasks a times 3 a day, so 120 tasks. And they tell you, you start off very low. They might give you a training balance of 60 USD, so you have to add 40 of your own. So it's very low risk. You're only putting in 40 USD from your crypto account. So and you're supposed to be rating these apps. I'm not quite sure why you have to pay in money if they're rating these apps, but you pay essentially when you do a trade. That will go out of your account for a few seconds and come back with a commission, and it goes on your records list. So it's very low, but if you're doing 120, you thinking you can make $30 or $40 a day. Maybe, but not very much. But then you think you're going to get this login bonus after 5 days of doing it. So yeah, you carry on, and you can get I thought they're matching you to trades. They tell you that you're matching you to trades that match your balance. So I've got a little bit more now for commissions. I made $6 already. You sort of think you're doing all right, and you do get safely out. They teach you how to withdraw your funds. Let's just go on to one of the others. And you contact customer service when you make your. You can see I've got a freeze account, which is pretty bad at the moment. You link your card to withdraw. And you can go on to withdrawals. But then the trouble is, if you've got a negative balance, you see they took me really high and they didn't explain that. And I can't, the parameter error, and they do lock this as well. So you can't withdraw when you I'll explain it. So you're doing the low trades, and then they promise you it'll be low and it's all good, but then they do say, then they start to go, I'd made sort of $30 at this point, so you thought I was doing okay. But then you say, you're getting these special ones, you see, where you make 4% commission, higher commission. And then they tell you, with these 4% ones, that will clear. I had enough to do that one. But then you get another one, and it starts to get not very nice. And they tell you there's only 2 of these. And they get you to add another $234, but you make $10. So they're going, how clever it is, and you're helping rate these apps to get them up in the Google Play Store. So you have to add that, and then I was like, this isn't right. Because I did do it for one day, and I got out at about this level. I think I added 2. I added one lot of amount, and then I got out, and I withdrawed the end of 120 tasks. Then it got nasty. I had to add that, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll just add that, and then I'm thinking, oh, I'll get out okay like yesterday, and you go back to lower amounts. But the trouble is you're now matched, so even your low amounts are quite high. But you know, you're supposed to be thinking, oh, I'm making a few dollars more, so you're supposed to be happy at this point. But they tell you it's a job, and they train you for about a day or so, and they really get you hooked into it. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, you don't really understand what you're doing. Maybe you should know not to start, but unless you do it, and you don't learn, do you? You don't learn the scam. And they're still saying it's not a scam, but okay, so I'll get to the end. I'm on about task number 25 or something now. And then you get another one, which that one, I think that may have cleared, because I may have had enough now. I think, well, maybe I had to add that one, because you think they tell you you can only get a maximum 3 of these. You know, they said that 3 was the maximum I could get, and then I'd be getting low transactions and I'd be out, and then you'd made some okay money, you know. And they tell you these companies are paying you to do this. Why you have to put your money at risk, I don't know. Perhaps I should have been more careful. But then you have to add, you get a negative balance, so you have to add that in. And then they did it to me again, and I thought they said then they try and say, oh, you can only have 2 and then you'll be home. But then no, I got a treble, yeah, so I had to stop at this point, and they wanted another 4,000 USD. So don't do this scam, anyone, because even if you do that one, they'll tell you to do that one, but you could get another 3 higher, you know. You'll get to a point where you can't fund the account, it's too high for you, and then they tell you it's all company policy that you can't get out. They say, oh, you have to finish your work. Bollocks, I'm not, you know, so you're gambling another 4,000 to get back what you've already put in. So yeah, just so you know, no one's seen this. But yeah, if you go onto withdrawal and I can't get out, I don't know where I got to that frozen balance screen. I don't know how you get to that frozen balance screen that I got to. So you can't continue your tasks as your task 2940 until you have unfinished completed. I don't know if it's under linked cards or what it was. Transactions. No. Oh yeah, it's on this main screen on the mine icon. See, that's how much money I've got in their account, which I can't get out, and they're asking me to add another. You know, I mean, most people can't go that high. I don't know why they're still trying to. You know, I should have stopped. I should have smelt a rat, probably at even as low as 100. I should have, because you don't fully understand that, because they take you in over 2 or 3 days and pretend to be your friend. They put you in a group of WhatsApp friends, and they're all going how good it is. I was much more cautious than most people in the group. Someone said it was a fake group. I think I cleared that one. I should have stopped there, you know, basically, and lost 153 USD. I should have stopped there. but they sort of, you know, very persuasive, and they make you feel better. That's on the second day I got out completely. I got out maybe at this level or this level, probably lower. I think it was about 350 USD, and you can withdraw to safety. But very quickly, this is only my second or third day, and they're just getting you ridiculously high. And you know, you could, okay, maybe you could pay that and get out, but what's the chances that they give you another high one, and then you just can't get out again? They get you higher and higher. And maybe you would get out in the end, but it could be really ridiculous by the end. I mean, they're still saying that you can just pay that and then get out, but I can't believe them. You know, you're on a double or nothing bet. You know, it's just terrible. So yeah, and you can't withdraw. Shouldn't really have my name there, but you got on previous days successfully withdraw. See, one day I got out of that. One day I got out of that. So I think, yeah, so 3 days. And that was the first sort of training day, and they paid that. So yeah, I should have guessed, but you don't think it's going to spiral so badly. And that's part of the trick. They don't defraud you early on because you think you can handle it, and then you think the third day is going to be the same as the day before. I think, you know, that's how it works. You think it's a real job. You know, you think, you know, there's so many AI jobs out there that you can make money. Let's stop it there. So yeah, don't be careful with ARK. I mean, don't do it. Basically, I'm going to put this up on YouTube. Hope it helps people. Okay, don't do it, kids. Don't do it. Okay.